come to see us when you ready to make that content. Let's go. COC, yeah, in the mastermind click. Got the vibes.
JayAvereé, what's going on, y'all? We got her in the building today. Central Ohio creators back with another dope interview. Taking 3 Vibes is going to be doing the honors, interviewing, asking these great questions today. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. Excited to see how this goes.
Yeah, likewise.
Mm-hmm.
So, for those that don't know, JayAvereé is New York born, and then has had an interesting travel as far as the cities that she's lived in. But we have her here in Columbus, Ohio today. She's a music artist, currently also known as a singer and a model too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
Did I miss anything?
From Texas, Clean, Texas.
Okay, no. Okay, let them know.
Yeah, but I am born in New York, but a lot of people don't know that about me. So I guess that's starting with the fun fact. Okay. But yeah, can you repeat the question? What was you saying?
No, I was just making sure I named off everything. Did I miss anything?
You did not.
Okay, cool. And she said Texas. Okay, would you say that Texas is the biggest inspiration for your sound? Like, is that where you kind of got most of your creative sound energy from?
No, I usually just get them from the beats that are sent to me.
Okay.
They just come naturally. So I don't really have an inspiration as far as somebody that I'm trying to sound like or really learn from as far as how things come to my head when I hear something. I just kind of, I don't know, I hear it, I do it. It doesn't come from anywhere, just, so.
I did that. Okay. All right. So you had some albums that came out here in the past. Now, one is most recently is last year called Forever or Never. That was a collab album, right?
It was.
Okay. Tell us more about the album from last year and the 2 singles you dropped as well.
Well, Forever or Never, that is between myself and JayAvereé. He is from Springfield, Ohio. And yeah, we have been sitting on that for about 2 years now. So finally got it done in like 2 sessions. Took me out there, did 3 each session. And yeah, I think it's just, I guess it's like between the push and pull of a relationship that can't really meet in the middle at some points. You kind of want to, but you don't. But I don't know. But yeah, he likes to make a lot of music like that. But I wish he was here so we could explain that. But we do have a link in my link tree.
Okay.
Actually, I haven't uploaded that yet. I have to, but I did do a interview with Averee about that album, EP, and yeah, it's like a walkthrough. So yeah.
Okay.
Follow me at JayAvereé.
The 2 singles as well. You had 2 songs that were solo that came out last year too. Were you interested?
Yeah, Break Free and Missing Letters.
Were you working on an album last year solo wise? Like, is there something that's coming out early this year, or was it just like, nah, not this year for a solo album? Because you had 2 before that, so I figured you would kind of keep the hot streak going.
Yeah. Those are just randoms, so I have to keep creating. So I don't have like a super idea of another album or EP at this moment until, excuse me, until Soiree comes out. That's already coming out like in July or June. So I'm just kind of coasting, in between now and when that time comes. So yeah, all I know is to keep creating. If I don't have a specific idea in mind, I know I can hear something randomly and I should just put it out whenever I have it.
Understood. Okay. I recently met you at the music showcase at the Dallas. That happened on, what was that, Thursday for Tertiary Thursdays, right? Over there at the Dallas. What would you say was your best performing song? Like, what song did you enjoy performing the most? And then did you get any, feedback? If so, what was the best feedback you got?
Well, I had a couple new ones. I will not disclose what those are right now, but I had a couple new ones I enjoyed the most. It's a surprise. Oh, did it go out? It kind of did.
No, you good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just saving battery life. That's all.
I also like existentialism, and that's a very balanced song for me. It's easy for me to just like move my body while I'm up there on stage, and get lost in the vibes of that. So that one, and probably Tea because it's catchy, and it's also like my mom's favorite song, one of them. So yeah, those three are my top three favorites to perform.
Okay. Okay.
Feedback wise, I got a lot of compliments on it. My favorite was probably, oh, I like your how you're so ethereal up there. You're so vibey. I'm like, okay, cool. Like colorful but not too loud. I was like, okay, nice, thanks. So, mm, and I finally found my sound, I guess you could say, in a way, because I've dabbled in a lot of different pockets, if you will, pockets of sound and cadences, and I have a large variety of vibes in my like repertoire of music, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much that. It's like R&B, hip hop vibes.
I could tell that too. 'Cause the T, I definitely remember. That one was definitely hot. I ain't gonna lie, that one was a banger.
Thank you.
You had two
Glad you
more
like that
though.
one.
There was like two more that stood out to me as well. I had them written down, but
JayAvereé and Not Alright. I like those
Not
two.
Alright. Yep, Not Alright was
like
one
those
of
two.
them, and then there was one more. It might have been J-Way, but Not Alright though for sure. I like that one too.
Was it like a rappy-ish song?
Nah, actually, I got a clip of it on my phone. I'll show it to you after the interview, but I got a clip of it. I just can't remember the name. It was a little bit different from the T and the Not Alright.
Like more okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But leading off of that, you seem kind of spiritually inclined. You know, I'm big on energy, and you definitely seem like a spiritually inclined person. Would you say that's accurate? Like, are you,
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
I am very sensitive to, I guess, energies and like emotions, I guess.
How has that influenced your art, though? Like, if you check out the album art, I could tell, okay, yeah, she got some type of, you know what I mean? You could just see that,
Depends
okay,
on
there's
what's going on.
a little influence on it.
I guess. Sorry, I just interrupted you.
Nah, you all good. I'm just saying off the album art, I could tell like there's some creativity there. Even if you know what I mean, it might seem simple, but you could tell like, all right, there's a certain type of little trending creativity I see from album to album. Like, has it influenced your art at all?
Depends on the phase of life I was going through at the time I made it, I guess, and who I was around and who I was with. Sometimes when I do collabs, I like to let them lead sometimes. And so sometimes I just like to see poetically what I could do in that space, that I'm allotted. And just see if I can match it well and feel like it's like a nice little music brain activity thing for me that I like to do to stretch my mind. It's like allow people to take the reins in some songs, and then because it stretches my ability to do different things. Does that make sense?
No, definitely.
So, did that answer the question?
It does. No,
totally off.
No, it does. Basically, no, it's just basically you were saying just what influenced your art. Kind of depend on where you were at that time in life and who you were around. I got you. Any music videos?
Any music videos? Not really. I have a couple. Well, I have like one, I guess you'd call it a music video in Rhode Island. I did with Spencer, and he's pretty dope. Oh, yeah. I have another one that we did film at the Dallas.
Okay.
It was just me, like, at the mic, kind of vibing to Exam Day, which is out on my first album.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's one thing
Other
you?
than that,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Nope. Other than that, not really.
Okay. What's one thing you want fans to remember about you years from now?
I was authentic, quirky, and uplifting, and I was a very real human. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. I don't know,
I'm following you. I know what you mean.
Grounding, understanding, safe space. And that my music was able to touch people that needed to hear it and feel it at the time. So trying to impact the right people, and let people know they're seen in certain situations. I think that's important. People need to be seen for what they are and who they are, and encourage who they want to be. So I think that I want people to see how my mind works at times, so they don't have to go through that thought process or situation like alone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's one thing about being an artist from Columbus that outsiders don't understand? And I'm interested in this because you're not from Columbus, so what's one thing about being an artist from Columbus that outsiders don't understand?
I think at times it can be a very crabs in a bucket type of a city. I feel like there's a lot of energetically draining places juxtaposed to energetically uplifting places. So it's hard to kind of tell where those spots are and at what times. If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's really. I guess you could say. Ugh, I don't know if I want to see this. I guess I could say clicky in a way at times. And people can, that like video on Instagram you see where it's like the two cartoon men, and one of them's like rolling down a ladder, reaching down to help his friend, and his friend is like, climbing it and trying to reach up, and he's not helping him up. Kind of like that in the city sometimes. But it is very versatile. I'll say that. Very colorful. There are lots of opportunities to do things with your art ideas, and lots of networking opportunities as well. It's just, well, no, it's pretty much that. There's lots of things to do, from culinary to music to video to photography to even knitting and crocheting communities. There are modeling. There's all types of things. And so I would say it's very diverse in that way, very uplifting that way. Socially, psychologically, things could flip very quickly and get you, but you hit your levels fast here, you know. But I kind of like it in a way because it's like, I don't know. I like being a little bit challenged sometimes, because I don't want to stay dull, because kind of get wiser through these situations. So if you look at it like that, then just that's cool. But not a lot of people are built that way, so
That's real.
Extra hard level.
You dig Hall of Fame. We don't play on rookies.
Yeah, well, yeah, life. Yeah, not that.
What moment made you realize this could actually be your career?
Opening up for Gorilla Zoe was pretty cool, and Tony Romiti at the time. That was fun at Scully's and at Junior's before they closed. But I don't have any fear on stage. There's probably a couple times I've performed over like 50, 75 times probably at this point. But yeah, it's hard to pinpoint where that exact moment is, because there are so many good moments.
Yeah.
And I never really feel like nervous going on stage. I just, like I had a couple of release parties that were like really successful too. So I surprised myself with that. There are times where I'm like, ooh, I look back at my, my videos. I'm like, ooh, I hit that move. That was cool. Hitting that move was cool. It was on point. You're looking cool upstage. I'm like, this is what they see. Those moments are cool. Had a couple of those. And it's okay to be a little bit cocky about some of your performances sometimes. Out the way. Don't let nobody make you feel down because you did a great job.
I agree. You got to be your biggest fan.
Sometimes.
You got to be your biggest fan.
Yeah. That's the hardest part, though. Like, imposter syndrome is like a real thing. Got to get over that hump.
Yeah. I feel like I might know the answer to this already, but are there any artists or producers from the city that you would like to work with?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head that I haven't already worked with. But I don't. I don't just have a running list of who's from this city in my head. To be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie.
I can understand it. Plus, too, you said you weren't
under a rock for the most part.
Well, you said you weren't the biggest on like inspirations as far as like hearing other people, then like kind of taking from that too. So I definitely that's why I said I figured I knew your answer on that one.
Yeah.
You got any performances locked in for the year?
I just did them. I did one on my birthday on January 15th, and then the day after on the 16th. So I don't think I have any more coming up anytime soon at this time. Maybe one of April. Gotta check on that.
Okay. You have a message for the Columbus youth?
Oh, yeah, just don't ever give up on what your dream is as a child. Because as a child, you are the most creative and the most authentic you're probably ever going to be. Not ever. I won't say that. Box you in. That's not what I'm trying to do. But, you know what I'm saying? It's the purest, I feel. Don't stop your dreams. Go back to when you were a kid. If you're an adult, listen to this. But for the youth, yeah. If it feels difficult, do it more. Like, push yourself as if you were running the last loop of like a track, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You're on the track field. Mm-hmm. Your last lap. I should say. Loop. That's funny.
And then my last question for you. What type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
I want people to legacy, yeah. I want to make a mark in the uniqueness category. I'm going to make a mark in the uniqueness category. Okay, you can cut that last part out.
So you cut that last part out?
Yeah. Just when I was like,
I got you. All right. Do you have anything else that you want to say before we get out of here?
Be as unique as you can be. You know, and also work on your mental and your energy. You know, meditate. You know, drink smoothies.
That's a testament right there, because I love me a smoothie.
Nutrients for your body, sleep, and mental grounding at a time like this in life is going to be great.
All right. Well, Jay, I appreciate you. Yeah. JayAvereé, this was an honor having this interview with you. Can't wait for the people to see it. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
We out.